Hey guys, this is Jenny and this is our Reiki restorative class. And today we are going to be doing some of my favorite postures just because I love them so much. But I always encourage you guys to figure out which are your favorite postures, because your favorite postures, and they could change from time to time, right? But whatever they are the ones that your body needs the most. It's your body communicating to you like, hey, I love this. Hey, my body needs more of this thing. Please invest in me and provide me with the things I need, not just water and food and sleep and things of this nature, which we don't even always take that very seriously, right? But everything. So remembering like what are your favorite ones, and I'll even give you a couple options at the end to engage in a couple of your favorite postures, especially if we didn't cover them today, or you can just engage in them again and give you that ability to really rest and relax. And remembering that our Reiki restorative classes are that ability to fully relax into our thoughts, not supporting our body in any way, but utilizing all of our stuff to support the body so that we can really rest into these postures and get the very, very most from them. Move that now, I can't get it to sit straight. So just make sure that you are doing that you're taking care of yourself. Don't be like, oh, well, I'm not really comfortable, but I'm just going to like hang in this posture for 2 or 3 minutes. No, like make it comfortable. Use your props. Even if I didn't cue it, you can find ways to support your body in that posture. Add more stuff is what that means. If you are feeling any kind of tension or strain or pulling, get what you need and put more something underneath your body to support that area. If you're feeling like this is drawing out, then you want to support underneath, okay? So listen to your body, support it with the way you need to. Make sure you have the lighting the way that you want it, your music handy if you need music, water or tea or whatever else you might need. Excuse me, solid spit drawing. And we'll go ahead and get started. So I had read this quote by somebody named Aaron Drake, which I have no idea who that is, but I really like the quote. And you guys know I use language, so I'm not going to apologize for it. And this one has a lot of language, so. And it's my favorite word. I love the F word. I'm not gonna lie. I love cursing. I love enriching my conversations. To me, it is enriching. It is not devaluing of the conversation at all. It's very expressive to me, and I love it. And it says, and that's the problem. You think you have to apologize for what you feel. You think you have to be careful with what you say or who you want to be. Well, I say, fuck anyone who makes you feel any different. Fuck anyone who makes you feel small, and fuck anyone who makes you feel as if the love you carry within is wrong, because it's not. None of it is. So choose you. Choose love. And choose the people who stand for something and make a difference, because you were born to do so. You are here to set things on fire and set them free. And I think part of the problem is too often we don't have that passion. We're not set aflame. We're not on fire and setting things free. We don't have that drive within us to really push things to the edge. And we let so many people dictate who and how we act. And it's not even always their fault. A lot of the times we're looking to them to tell us who and what we are. And they're just doing what we're asking, essentially. We have to learn to be dependent on ourselves. And it is literally one of the hardest damn things I've ever had to learn to do in my life. So many times I thought, God, I wish I had this person, this guru, this teacher who would come to me, read, and all of these different types of spiritual walks. Yes, they'll come when you're ready. And I'm like, well, Jesus, am I just never ready? Where is the person who's meant to show me and tell me how to do this stuff, right? And what I realized more and more and more is that never presented itself to me, because it was never supposed to be that way. Because I am meant to find everything I need about who and what I am within my own being. And that's the only way I'm ever going to be truly set afire with what I find within my own being. That's the only way I'm going to have this, attitude of exploration and adventure and figuring out who and what exists within this space. so that I can fully embody it, so that I know what I love, so that I can expand into it as I find those things, so that I can not be humiliated and embarrassed and full of shame and all of these kinds of things over the truth of my being. That I am certain ways, that I love certain things that other people don't love, that I express myself in ways that other people don't want to express themselves, that some people think it's crude, that some people think you're this, that some people think you're that. Who gives a fuck? That's essentially what he's saying. He's not being contradictory to those other people. He's saying, screw it, screw their opinions, screw their mindset, screw what they think about or care about how you function in this time and space. Who gives a shit? None of it matters. Not 1 ounce of that is ever going to matter. The only thing that's ever going to matter is the way you perceive yourself, the way you engage in your relationship with yourself, the way you embody the truth that you find, that you uncover through accessing the spirit. That's what matters. And literally, that's the only way you're ever going to find the fire, the only way you're ever going to find the passion, the thing that you're just crazy about, that you cannot resist sharing it, that you cannot resist leaving this indelible mark in this time and space, which is what you're here to do. You are here right now in this time, in this space, because this is where you're meant to be right now. No other place would be as receptive to your unique vibration than this one right now in this moment. So do not waste it. Don't waste your opportunity to be the very most you that you can possibly be. To explode into this place like a freaking firework and to just leave that beauty, that mark that nobody else could ever, 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 ever mimic. No matter how hard they tried, they could never recreate it because it's so unique to you. So you got to figure out, what does that look like? Say yes to yourself. Stop being careful with what you say or who you tell people about who you want to be or what you want to be. Stop freaking out over the things that make you different or other. And start being excited and meeting those parts of yourself that are different and unique with that sense of adventure, that excitement and newness. Something new to explore, something new to go and do and to be and to experience. That's what it's all about, man. That's literally what it's all about. Living so purely from that truth, that purest soul expression of your being, that part of you that is God, source, divinity, manifesting in human form. How can that ever be wrong? And when you're guided by that aspect of your being, that true aspect of your being, that soul space, it will never, ever, ever steer you wrong. You will never, ever, ever have to worry about who or what you're going to be when you get to the end of that journey. Because the journey never ends. It's a constant evolution of being. Even when you transition, you die, you pass away, you're not dying. You're not passing away, you've simply transitioned into another form of existence, another opportunity to explore and express yourself in a different way. That's all it is. But don't waste the time that you got in this embodiment right now, that this time and space has been waiting for what you have, allowing it to be the catalyst for the next fire, for other people to feel safe and comfortable in their own individuality, to find and access their own passions and to leave their own indelible marks. There's no competition when we're expressing ourselves this way. There's no comparison. There's nothing of that sort, only celebration of the unique aspects of our being, appreciation and gratitude that we have the availability to express ourselves so purely in this time and space. You cannot compete with the person next to you when you know that you would never, ever, ever be the same. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how different. It doesn't matter that one is so different than the other that they would be unrecognizable to each other. It doesn't matter as long as what you're expressing is pure. and stop waiting. Make the difference. Make the difference in whatever way it is that you're meant to make the difference. And it doesn't have to be this big, huge stuff. Making a difference could be as simple as acknowledging somebody who doesn't normally get acknowledged, smiling at a person as you're walking down the street, talking to the person behind the cash register while you're purchasing something, looking them in the eye and making a real fucking human connection. To not be so distracted with everything going on around us that we can't connect, that we can't see, that we can't experience and immerse ourselves in that experience so that we can fully feel into it, fully feel into it and communicate with our energy, with our words, with our gaze. Hey, you matter. You matter. You're important. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for what you're doing and assisting me this way. Whatever it is, truly connect. Are you truly connecting? Are you truly present? So let's go ahead and get started in our Reiki Restorative class today. Just start by dropping your shoulders back and down, coming long through the spine. And breathing into the body as you draw your attention and awareness back inside the self, focusing the gaze on the third eye, the brow point center, place of intuition, the voice of your own soul space. Focusing your attention there. Breathing deeply into the body, drawing the breath all the way down into the belly. Stop holding back. Stop making yourself small. Stop waiting for other people to tell you who you are. Stop looking for other people's acknowledgement and affirmation of how you express yourself. Stop caring what other people have to say over your own opinion of what's right and best for you. Stop. And really slow and gentle, we're going to come up onto those hands and knees so that we can come into that first posture, that child's pose posture. Take those knees apart, drop the glutes down on towards the heels. Take that bolster or blankets or props in between those legs. Hands come in front of the knees, come long through the spine, and the gaze is forward. And breathe into the body for just a moment. Feel how beautiful it feels to come long into that spine, to feel how beautiful it feels to have this functional body. It moves, allows you to experience and enjoy, to dance, to hug, to walk, to run, to jump. And then walking those hands up towards the top of your prop, gently releasing one cheek down as the belly finds its place in those props. Just resting, supported, relaxed. And deepening the breath. Sinking into those props. Have you been holding back? Editing your expression? Have you you been feeling the fire inside? Passion inside of your own being to leave its own indelible mark? Are you feeding the fire, or are you seeking to hide it? Put it out. Come back to your breath and back to your body. And deepen your breath, your awareness. Press into the palms, super slow and gentle, lengthening through the arms and drawing the belly away from your props. Hold that posture for a moment and take a couple deep breaths. And then on your next inhalation, walk those hands back up in front of those knees. Drop the glutes back down onto the heels. We're going to move that bolster out of the way so that we can come into our next posture. For our next posture, we're going to take a pillow up to the top of our mat. And you guys who have done this class with me many times are very familiar with the knowledge that this is one of my favorite postures, and we're going to do it on both sides so we can balance out both sides of the body. But we're going to start by coming down onto our right side. So make sure you have your bolster or rolled up blankets or pillows or props handy. And then we're going to come down onto the right side. You can gently rest your head onto that pillow. We're going to stack those legs on top of each other. I want you to pull those props in towards your body in alignment with your hip, the top of your hip. And then you're going to drape that top leg over that bolster. You can gently rest your arm along the side of your body. And close your eyes and sink back into your breath. With those hands or arms in whatever way you need to make yourself feel very most comfortable. You can always cover up with a blanket to cocoon your energy in these postures. Just listen to your needs and then do your best to meet them. You're divinely guided by Spirit at all times. Know that Spirit makes no mistakes. When there's a strong desire within you to create or express something, know that this feeling is divine discontent. Your longing is your calling, and no matter what it is, if you go with it, you'll be guided, guarded. When a purpose or path is laid before you, you have the choice to just trust and let it flow or remain stuck in fear. Trusting the perfection that resides within you is the key. And know that it can be frightening. Everybody is afraid of something, but you can do it anyways. You're expressing yourself creatively every moment of every day. You're being you in your own unique way. Knowing that, you can now release any false mental beliefs that you're not creative and go forward with whatever project is your heart's desire. Really slow and gentle, come back to the body, back to the breath. You wiggle your fingers and toes a little bit if you need to. And then drawing that leg away from your props, bolsters or blankets. Stack it back on top of the other. And pressing into the palm of the left hand, press yourself up off of the earth so that we can take ourselves down into this posture. On the opposite side, so we're going to take that pillow down to the opposite end of our mat. Take that bolster down towards the opposite end. Coming down onto the left side this time. Gently relaxing on that pillow. Pull that bolster up against your body in alignment with your hip. And drape that leg over the top. Then allow those arms to find that comfortable supported position that makes you feel the most relaxed and at ease. And then sinking into your breath. Deepening the breath with every inhalation and exhalation. Giving the body permission to relax, to unwind. release, receive. I think the world often tries to push us in directions that seem right or smart. What I've learned in my journey is that you have to lean into what feels good. You have to take risks, and you have to listen to yourself, even when it's scary. Breathe and come back to your awareness, come back to your body. Take a couple deep breaths as you lay here in this beautiful prop. And then draw that leg away from the top of the bolster, whenever you're ready. Pressing into the palm of the right hand this time, drawing yourself upright into a seated position. We're going to come into another posture, which I really love. So you're going to take your bolster or your rolled up blankets or your pillows, whatever it is that you have, and you're going to place something underneath it. So either some books or a pillow or a couple pillows or whatever it is that you have to elevate your props so they can sit upright and give you that ankle to rest on. We're going to come into an elevated, supported butterfly pose, heart opening. So we're going to press those glutes up against the base of our props. Knees are bent, soles of the feet are resting into the mat, and then super slow on the exhalation, releasing the spine down onto those props. Walk those heels up towards the glutes, and then allow the soles of the feet to find each other as you release those knees down. If you need support under your knees, you can place rolled up blankets or pillows underneath your knees. Whatever it is that you need to feel really comfortable and safe. And then you can take your hands, and you can either rest them on the insides of your thighs, at the side of the body, palms face up or face down. You can take your hands on your heart space or your belly, and then close your eyes and sink into the posture. And just play with it for a minute, explore, and just feel what feels best to you, most relaxed, most comfortable, and most safe. This is why humans resist life. To be alive is the biggest fear humans have. Death is not the biggest fear. It's taking the risk to be alive. The risk to be alive and express what we really are. Just being ourselves is the biggest fear humans have. We have learned to live our lives trying to satisfy other people's demands. We have learned to live by other people's points of view because of the fear of not being accepted and of not being good enough for someone else. Coming back to the breath, back to the body. Gently allowing those eyes to flutter open whenever you're ready. Take those hands outside of those legs and gently pressing them back together until the soles of the feet find the mat. Grow onto the front of the shin bones and lifting yourself up away from your props. We're going to take two postures that are your favorite restorative postures. So if you've done class with me or you've had other restorative classes, then you may have some of those favorite postures that you just love. If not, you can simply take your bolster and place it where it will be under your knees. Take a pillow to the top of your mat. Drape your legs over that bolster, and then super slow with grace and ease. Use your core strength to release yourself down into that pillow, into the earth, and then just play with your arm posture and figure out what feels safe and comfortable. Otherwise, take your favorite restorative posture that you just love so much, that feels so comfortable and amazing to you, that makes you feel so awesome and totally relaxed. whatever that is. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You're child of the universe, divine, source, God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people will not feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of divine that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And when we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Very slowly and gently, with lots of grace and ease, either shift into your next favorite posture or remain where you're at. But if you're going to shift into a new posture, that other posture that you just love, it's one of your favorite postures that you need to experience today while you're on this safe space on your mat, moving really slowly from one posture into the next and giving yourself all of the support you need as you transition. And then once you're in that most comfortable posture, you've totally sunk in to the earth and into your body and into your props. Go ahead and find your breath to close your eyes and draw your attention and your awareness back inside of your own being. See the world through the eyes of the eyes sparkle in awe and amazement as they see love, magic, and mystery in the most ordinary things. When are you going to hit that point where you're sick enough of playing the game? Where you're tired of not experiencing, is fully realizing what it means to listen to your own heart. When are you going to get so tired of suppressing your own soul that you finally about it? When you allow for the conscious words, for the conscious actions, and the conscious choices that would draw you towards your heart's own desire. Will you ever listen? Will you ever to your own profound, indelible beauty, unique expression, incredible light that sparks the fires that burn, that rage into this time and space? The life lived. The life well lived is not about success or accomplishments or societal gains. The life well lived is a direct expression of the truth of your being, purest manifestation of the soul space, divinity manifesting as humanity through your unique expression. Really slowly and gently, whenever you're ready, press any of the props out of the way that are no longer necessary for you to engage in your final Shavasana corpse pose. So whatever props you no longer need to make you feel really comfortable in that posture, completely prone on your back, allowing the feet to fall to the side, the arms are gently framing the body, palms of the hands face down to ground or face up to receive. But utilizing any of those props that you wish to continue to relax and support you. Covering up with a blanket if you need to cocoon your energy. so that you can fully integrate the energy of your practice today. Then close your eyes once again and sink back into the breath. Come back inside of the self. Take a deep breath and remember who you are. Not who you want to be, not who other people tell you you're supposed to be, but who you are. What does that look like? And take the time to disconnect. Every now and again, and more often than not, disconnect. Disconnect from everything that does not light a fire in your soul. Set down your phone, shut off your computer, tuck away your planner, and reconnect with everything that does light a fire in your soul. Spend time in nature to reacquaint yourself with the towering trees, the soft grass, and the mirroring lakes. Spend time with the ones you love without distraction. Be with them with only intention of simply being present with them. Spend time reading, or painting, walking, or dancing. The things that slow down time for you and allow you to reconnect. Come back to yourself. Come back inside. What do you find? Really slow and gentle, come back to the breath, come back to the body, bringing your awareness back to your physical being, this time and space. Wiggling your fingers and toes. Wrapping hands around wrists or feet around ankles. Taking any stretches necessary. And then drawing those knees into the chest, wrap those hands around the front of the shin bones and rock and roll yourself several times up and down on the spine. until you rock yourself upright to a comfortable seated position so that we can finish our practice today with 3 long Sat Nams. Sat Nam, I am truth. Truth is my name. Truth is my identity. Take those hands into prayer pose. Tuck those thumbs into your breastbone. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. And inhale to begin. Satnam, Namaste. Satnam, I am truth. Truth is my name. Truth is my identity. Namaste, I honor that truth. I see you. That unique expression of being that only you could ever manifest without the desire to change you. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I appreciate it so much. I hope you guys were able to relax and release and enjoy and think and give yourself some new opportunities to think about your life from a different perspective that is more wholesome and inclusive and drawing you towards your highest and greatest good. Love you guys so much, and I'll look forward to seeing y'all next time. Bye.